Stand among the circle of silent stone giants under the windswept sky of England and ask yourself, why would a people we call primitive spend centuries moving dozens of multi-ton blocks from hundreds of miles away just to arrange them in a circle? Do you truly believe this was merely a burial ground or a crude sundial? Do not let the simplistic explanations of mainstream archaeology deceive you any longer. Stonehenge is not a monument of coincidence. It is a high-tech device made of stone, a transceiver of energy, and perhaps a gateway to dimensions we lost the keys to long ago. Today, we step into the heart of the world's greatest megalithic puzzle to decode the ancient covenant between the earth and the stars. The first mystery that defies all logic lies in the building materials themselves. Stonehenge was not built from a single type of stone. The massive outer blocks are sarsen stones, but the smaller inner stones, known as bluestones, are what hold the terrifying truth. Modern geological analysis confirms these bluestones were transported from the Preseli Hills in Wales, over 225 kilometers away. Remember, we are talking about a time over 5,000 years ago. No wheels, no metal pulley systems, no paved roads, and no motorized transport. How did they move over 80 blocks, each weighing between 2 and 4 tons, across treacherous rivers, thick marshes, and the steep, jagged hills of ancient Britain? Mainstream science offers theories of wooden rafts on the sea and manual rollers on land. But what if the answer lies in something we are only beginning to rediscover in the 21st century? Frequency? The bluestones in Wales are called ringing stones by the locals. When struck, they emit a resonant, metallic chime like a bell. Did the builders of Stonehenge possess the secret of using acoustic energy to neutralize gravity, causing these stones to float through the air to the rhythm of ancient chants? This may sound like madness until you realize that stone circles across the globe are positioned on ley lines, the electromagnetic meridians of the Earth. Stonehenge was not placed here for the view. It was placed here because it is an acupuncture point of the planet's energy grid. Look at the superhuman geometric structure of Stonehenge. It does not merely align with the sunrise on the summer solstice. Stonehenge is, in fact, a massive astronomical computer made of solid rock. It tracks the cycles of the moon, the solstices, the equinoxes, and even predicts solar and lunar eclipses with precision down to the millisecond over thousands of years. This level of accuracy far exceeds the needs of a simple farming society wanting to know when to plant seeds. The Aubrey holes surrounding the stone circle act as a complex binary counting system to forecast cosmic events. Why did ancient people need a device so extremely precise? The only answer is that they weren't watching the sky for crops. They were watching the sky for a return. The return of the gods from distant star systems like Sirius or Orion, the entities who provided them with this master blueprint. But Stonehenge does not only operate through sight, it operates most powerfully through sound. Acoustic researchers have discovered a haunting phenomenon inside the stone circle. The stones were carved and positioned to create a specific sonic resonance. When a sound is produced at the center, the blocks block out external echoes and amplify internal frequencies to a level that can completely alter human consciousness. This is the same resonance chamber technology found inside the Great Pyramid of Giza. At a specific frequency, typically 111 Hz, the human brain automatically shifts into a theta state, a state of deep trance, prophecy, and direct connection to higher dimensions. Stonehenge was not a temple in the religious sense. It was a brain stimulator, a device used to communicate with extraterrestrial entities by expanding the frequency of human perception. Look deeper into the massive sarsen blocks, some weighing up to 50 tons. They are connected using mortise and tenon joints, a technique usually reserved for woodworking. Why would stonemasons use a carpenter's technique on stones as hard as steel? Because Stonehenge was designed to withstand massive mechanical vibrations without collapsing. When the Earth's electromagnetic energy peaks during celestial festivals, the entire structure vibrates like a giant quartz crystal. It becomes a transformer station that collects electromagnetic energy from the planetary core and focuses it with radiation from the stars. Is it a coincidence that people have reported seeing strange lights and glowing orbs hovering over Stonehenge for thousands of years? Or is that when the Stargate is actually activated, turning the Salisbury Plain into a landing pad for craft from the void? Why was Stonehenge suddenly abandoned? And why were many of the stones deliberately toppled or moved by later generations? There was a force that tried to deactivate this machine. Perhaps the portal became too dangerous, or the keepers of the keys decided that humanity had become too greedy to handle such power. Like Atlantis or Machu Picchu, Stonehenge is a painful reminder that we are living among the ruins of a divine science that we are only just beginning to understand on a surface level. Today, millions of tourists flock here every year, but they only see dead stones and green grass. They do not hear the vibration of the stone molecules. They do not feel the bioelectric current running beneath their feet through the bluestone circuits. The current gatekeepers want you to believe this is just an archaeological site for ticket sales. They don't want you to ask why magnetic field experiments around Stonehenge are often restricted by the military or why the results are classified. They fear that one day we will find the right note, the forgotten frequency, to make these giants sing again, and the gate will open once more, overturning the entire modern world order. Stonehenge is a symbol of the absolute connection between man, the earth, and the vast universe. It is proof that our ancestors were not backward or superstitious. They simply developed along a completely different path, a path of energy, frequency, and resonance, rather than machines and industrial smoke. Are you ready to listen to the echoes of the past reflecting in your own mind? Are you brave enough to believe that these stones are still silently waiting for someone with the matching frequency to wake them up and lead humanity back to the stars? In our next episode, we leave the thick mists of England for the arid and mysterious lands of the Indus Valley. We will explore Mohenjo-Daro, a brilliant ancient city that was wiped out in an instant by a terrifying flash of heat. Why are there fragments of glass and stone melted by temperatures exceeding 1,500 degrees Celsius, identical to the aftermath of a modern nuclear blast? Was atomic weaponry used to punish humanity thousands of years ago? The truth of this horrific catastrophe will make you tremble and rethink the entire history of our species. See you in the next episode, Mohenjo-Daro and the city incinerated by the fire of the gods.